is that no matter what stage your business is at, we've been to a lot of Shopify meetups. We talk to people at these meetups. We get to hang out. We build friendships and we build community. And we know that everybody's at a different stage. So don't think that, oh, I'm just getting started doesn't apply to me, or I'm way ahead doesn't apply to me. We're going to be talking about big picture e-commerce strategy. And a lot of these strategies will apply to every kind of business. It just depends on what your priorities are at each stage. So you may prioritize things a little bit differently.
Like, we started selling this product out of the trunk of our cars.
Don't be afraid to fail.
Inventory management is about balance.
Get the product out. That's number one.
I've always preached sustainable growth.
So we just started building community.
Look at the data.
Product development is everything.
Yeah, we say we're a brick, click, and pop.
But you have to love what you do.
I'm Scott Cunningham. I'm the founder of a Shopify partner agency, yada, yada, yada. Some of the really cool thing that's happening with us right now, me and my business partner, Simon, who you're going to hear from later, we're teaching a course at the University of Alberta about e-commerce marketing. We're big e-commerce nerds. We speak at all kinds of events all over the place. And here's a little, I'm hovering over us in Vancouver. That was the Vancouver meetup. That was the best meetup we've ever hosted. We love you guys so much. So thank you for hosting us and thank you for coming back today. A really cool thing I've been doing lately, if anybody's heard of Digital Marketer out in Austin, Texas, they're one of the most influential institutes in the world for marketing. So this is like the top people who teach the top strategies in the world about marketing. We've been friends with Digital Marketer for a very long time. We're a certified partner agency with their Digital Marketer. And in May, they brought me on as like a coach. So I'm coaching their subscribers on a lot of the strategies we're gonna be walking through today. So I just wanna give a massive shout out to Digital Marketer, because I'm going to show you all about this customer value journey methodology that we adopted from our amazing friends over there. All right, so let's jump into it. At our agency, we love merchants. We love you guys. We build great friendships with the partners that we work with, and we are very methodical with how we approach business with everyone. And we usually look at a business when they come to us, and we want to know which stage of the business are they at. And these are usually like the three buckets that we'll categorize people in. Are they at a crawl? So are they just born and they're starting to begin to crawl and they're picking up with a little bit of momentum? So when we work with the crawl business, they usually come to us and they're like, they can't crack that $1,000-$2,000 a month. So in all these scenarios, customer acquisition and driving ads and getting new customers in the door is so important, but it's very scary. Not scary, but you got to be very methodical and careful with customer acquisition at the crawl stage, because you need to invest in acquisition. So if you're not doing it right, you can sink and hurt yourself. So when you're a crawling little baby, you got to be really, really methodical and careful and look at a lot of data so that you're growing in the right direction. And some of the clients that we work with, they come to us and they're at a walk. So they're already kind of doing 25 to 40K a month, and they're kind of just plateauing. And we're like, okay, so they already have the customer acquisition thing going on. They're already investing in ads and traffic, but then they're kind of plateauing. So we're like, what can we do to scale them up at a different level? And we start implementing a lot of the strategies we're going to show you today. So every thing that I'm showing you today is a very similar approach that we would take to any kind of these three businesses. But the third kind, there's a lot of companies that come to us and they're already running, they're already winning marathons and they're doing 100 or 120 grand a month, and they're starting to plateau. And we deploy a lot of these exact strategies that we're going to talk about today, and we get them to the 200 range and even higher. So the big takeaway from this slide is that no matter what stage your business is at, we've been to a lot of Shopify meetups. We talk to people at these meetups. We get to hang out. We build friendships and we build community, and we know that everybody's at a different stage. So don't think that, I'm just getting started doesn't apply to me, or I'm way ahead doesn't apply to me. We're going to be talking about big picture e-commerce strategy, and a lot of these strategies will apply to every kind of business. It just depends on what your priorities are at each stage. So you may prioritize things a little bit differently. All right, so let's talk about big picture e-commerce success. That's what I was just kind of touching on. What does it look like? Okay, so who's ever seen the movie Field of Dreams? I think it was in the 80s and 90s, Kevin Costner. They had this famous line, and it's if you build it, they will come. He has a cornfield, and he gets these whispers in his head, and it's if you build a baseball diamond, the baseball players will show up. You just got to build it, and they'll come. Well, we have this saying in the e-commerce space, and it's, if you build it, they likely will not come. Where is everybody? And that's not to discourage anybody, but the truth is, you can't expect that you have this amazing product, you're going to post it on your store, and thousands of people are going to show up the next day and buy. If your product is that unbelievable, awesome. Congratulations. That's awesome. But most of the time, We have to build a strategy of how we're going to reach and attract the right type of buyers to our website, how we're going to get them to buy from the first time, how we're going to build average order value, how we're going to build customer lifetime value and retain those customers for a long time, and how are we going to motivate those best customers to get us more referrals. We need to kind of plan this roadmap far in advance of ever wasting a bunch of money on marketing. We don't want to invest tons in ads. We don't want to invest tons in branding before we kind of like dial in this sales and marketing machine. So the sales and marketing machine, I touched on it very briefly in the beginning here. It's the customer value journey. We want to map out 8 stages of the customer relationship and plan how we're going to advance the best kind of buyers through each of these 8 stages and get them to become a first-time buyer, lifetime buyer, and a forever lifelong customer. So you can see at the very far left, this is like a very freezing cold audience. They don't know who you are. So the whole strategy there is we know that awesome buyer is out there, but they're cold. They've never heard of us. So we know they have a specific pain or passion point. We know that our product can transform them and speak to their aspirational state, but we got to go find them and we got to attract them to our website. And if once they go through all these 8 stages, which I'm going to go through in a second here, you know, they see who you are, they get to know you, you get your contact information, they buy, and they go through this whole sequence. Then they come out a raving fan of your business. So we know that with marketing, the biggest expense is getting new customers in the door. So when we invest in traffic and we invest in getting new customers, we want to give the utmost care to offering value to those customers at every single touch point. And that's what I'm going to show you right now. So we're going to look at the customer value journey from 2 lenses. The first lens is the customer. What is the customer's experience as they're going through this journey? Okay, so at the very first stage here, at the where stage, this is the first time that they discover that you can get them from a pain to a gain. So they have something that's keeping them up at night, or they have some dreams and aspirations. Maybe it's fashion. Maybe it's a medical problem. It could be anything that you're selling. It has to speak to a pain and passion point. And this is the first time that they discover that you can get them from pain to gain. So they're immediately get their attention and they're listening now. At the engage stage, this is when they get a deeper sense of trust and familiarity with their brand. So they learn that you can get them from pain to gain. Now they want to do a little bit more research. They want to get to know you. Is this something that is actually going to help me? They want to scope you out, do a little bit of research. At the subscribe stage, they're like, okay, all the boxes check out. I'm interested in continuing the conversation. So subscribe is like, okay, I want to know more. I'm in to do some more stuff. At convert, this is the first time the customer commits to giving the relationship a try. They've kind of this is when it changes from kind of tire kicking to okay, I'm gonna date this company. I'm gonna go on a date. I like what I saw. The conversation went well. Nothing was creeping me out. I gave him my phone number. I'm ready to buy for the first time over here. We'll talk about that a little bit more. But this convert is so important, and we're gonna talk a lot about it in a second here. At the excite stage, they experience the value that you're offering, and they become a believer. So your whole brand promise is about transformation. I'm going to get you to this aspirational state. At the excite stage, this is the first time they experience your product and experience the first step in their full transformation. And the lights come on. And they're like, wow, this brand is onto something. This product is amazing. Okay, and then we go to the next stage here. Back up one. Now they commit to the first core offer. They're all in now. They've tried it. They're believers. They're all in. And you go up this ascension ladder. This is your business model in e-commerce. To build a sustainable e-commerce store that's profitable, we need to focus on reselling to happy customers and increasing customer lifetime value. You're gonna, it's a really, really big hamster wheel if you're just trying to find the next new customer to buy once. Big customer acquisition costs. You got to focus on retaining those customers, selling them more products that complete the full transformation. I know Apple's a very obvious example, but you buy the AirPods, you buy the watch, it fits my whole wearable technology fitness lifestyle. They've completely transformed the way I live now. And at the very top of the ascension ladder, the customer sticks around for a lifetime. And that's what we're always going for. When you plan your marketing campaign, you're always thinking about getting that customer to stick around for a lifetime. And then they're gonna, at the advocate stage, they're gonna vouch for you and say, yes, stamp of approval. I believe in this company. I will give a testimonial. At the promote stage, now they're actively telling their friends and family and network about how you transform them. So if you deliver on your brand promise and you get them from that pain to that gain, they're going to go and boast about it. And that's what you want to do with every single customer that comes in the door. Now let's look at the e-commerce tactics along the customer journey that you as a business owner are intentionally deploying to advance the customer along these stages. At the aware stage, you're going to be doing things like cold Facebook and Instagram ads. You're going to be doing ads and getting in front of people for the very first time and saying, I know your pain. If you can drill into that pain so deeply, you're going to get their attention. It could be with Google Shopping ads. A lot of phenomenal merchants do an amazing job with affiliate marketing, influencer marketing. How can you get in front of affiliates who have similar customer segments in their network that are not in competition with you? So affiliate marketing is another way to get in front of your customer segment. All those avenues are leading to the engage stage. This is where it's a landing page. It's going to either be a pre-sale page or a product page. And this is where you're going to set up retargeting pixels so you can initiate some warm retargeting ads if they leave the website. A pre-sale page is kind of like a long-form educational page that's teaching people on your value proposition and your use cases and why to buy. A product page is the more common one that you see everywhere. Product page is like lowering the risk. You see the guarantees, you see the offer. This is where people purchase. So you want to preempt any objections to the sale here. You want to show lots of testimonials. You want to show lots of different angles of your products, different media, really robust product page. Subscribe stage. Okay, so now this is like, at the very minimum, if we invested all this money into marketing and we got all this traffic and somebody's going to leave, we need to get their contact information before they leave. So a lot of the ways we do it is like opt into access and offer. And I'll tell you, in e-commerce, our ultimate goal is the conversion. We want people to go on that product page and buy. So we might not disrupt them and ask them for their email. But at the very minimum, if they don't buy and they're about to leave the website, maybe we have an exit intent pop-up that's like, hey, before you go, 10% off your cart order today. So at the very minimum, we want to build that email list. We have a saying here at Socialite, the money's in the list. You always want to grow that email list from people who are visiting your website. And once they opt in and you have their email, you're going to start, that's where email marketing kicks in full force. And you want to enter them into your pre-purchase workflows. You want to nurture them until they buy and convert for the first time. You want to build really robust, awesome abandoned cart workflows that nurture people until they buy. And like I said, all these roads are leading to the convert stage here. You want them to commit to a first-time purchase. And this is a front-end offer. We want to package up something that they would be silly to pass up on. Now, a lot of times, like we're talking about Black Friday here right now, right? We're talking about Black Friday. It doesn't always have to be like 50% off my full site. We do all kinds of different offers. You can get really creative. I actually just hosted an 8-hour workshop with Digital Marketer in their lab. I did an 8-hour workshop and I covered 54 different offers along the customer journey. And at the front end offer here, it could be things like free shipping offers. It could be free gift with purchase offers. It could be like free shipping once you reach a certain threshold offer. It can be like, all kinds of different offers. But the goal here is that you want them to commit during that first visit. That's the goal. If we're going to invest in traffic, we need people to buy as soon as they get there. So we bundle up something awesome. And then right then and there, we're thinking about increasing AOV, the average order value. What can we bundle, cross-sell, and upsell to increase that order volume the very first time and get close to profitability as soon as possible? And at the excite stage, so now we're thinking about like pre-purchase email upsell. They bought, but we say to them, hey, we're about to ship out your product. You want to add something else, no extra shipping. It's another opportunity to upsell. But what can you do on the white glove treatment side as well? This is the first time a customer interacts with your brand. They get the package in the mail. What does it come in? Does it come with a nice little note? You got to think about really, really making that wow factor happen at the excite stage so all the lights come on for them. And at the ascend stage, now you're going to sell your core product. Now you're going to at the convert stage, the idea is like you sell a lower ticket item that's not as profitable so that with the whole intent to acquire new customers that you could sell your full price core offers to later. Okay, so you sell your core product here for the first time, and then you're going to be sending out like broadcast emails. Klaviyo calls them campaign emails, where it's like flash sales or product launches or all kinds of things throughout the duration of the customer relationship. You may want to build like a really good loyalty program, especially if your business has a lot of competition. You want to retain those customers with a loyalty program. And ultimately at this top of the ascent stage is maximizing customer lifetime value. That's the number one goal of e-commerce. And we got to think about that at the very beginning. Advocate stage, we want to go and get testimonials and reviews. We want to get testimonials that we can put on these product pages down here. So when new customers come in the door, it lowers their risk. It builds trust immediately when they see happy buyers who have bought from you in the past. And the next one here at promote stage, how do you incentivize your advocates to go and refer you to people just like them? You could do referral marketing programs. You can do customer social sharing, like share on Facebook and we'll give you a reward. Friends and family codes, all kind of ways to incentivize your best customers to promote for you. Okay. Now, one more view of the customer value journey. It's all about growing your online store profitably and sustainably. Okay. So let's talk about Black Friday for a second. If you look at this aware, engage, subscribe stage, this is expensive activities. You're committing time, resources, money into launching ads, building content, creating landing pages, building these email workflows. It's a lot of work building that engine. Trust me, we know it's a ton of work. So we ultimately are investing here in customer acquisition, but we absolutely need those traffic, like those visitors, to buy when they get there. So this customer acquisition strategy is all about presenting some offer where the goal is to offset the traffic cost. We want to get as close to break even or better as possible. That's our first goal right here. We can get profitable, awesome. Okay. And then after that, everything you do with that customer you acquired is more profitable. Okay. You want to get as close to break even or better here. Better would be amazing. But over here, there's no customer acquisition cost, or very little. Like if you're doing emails, maybe there's a cost to market to those subscribers, but there's not a big hefty advertising cost. There's no big customer acquisition cost associated with that customer because they already bought. They're already in your network. So it's a lot easier to resell to them. And when you resell to them again and again and again, it's a higher profit margin. So that's why like everyone gets so scared of investing in ads, but it's not as scary if you're thinking about the full big picture, where you're advertising to acquire new customers who you can resell to later. And then they can give you testimonials that's going to lead to more new customers buying, and they can promote and get new customers just like them in your door. Okay, so Black Friday, Cyber Monday, priority number 1, it's to acquire many new customers who we're going to resell to later. There's a really fun statistic that floats around our office. 80 to 90% of people that buy on Black Friday and Cyber Monday already know your brand. So they're a warm audience. They already know who you are. They've been to your website or they've bought. So we want to actually start warming up audiences to your Black Friday campaign far in advance, like September. That's why we're hosting this event so early on. Now is the time to start warming up audiences, and you can get them onto like early access Black Friday lists. And then once Black Friday comes, that's when you can start converting all that warm traffic that you've invested in warming up for this big moment. Okay, so priority number 1, acquiring a bunch of new customers that are going to be in your community forever that you can resell to forever. Priority number 2, you're going to have a ton of customers that are already in your database, and you're going to want to increase the customer lifetime value of them. You want to resell to them at this end of the year to increase the amount they spent with you that year. So that's a big opportunity to grow customer lifetime value and yearly revenue from that customer. So those are our 2 big priorities with Black Friday. My colleagues, Dan and Simon, are going to kind of come out here a little bit later. They're going to get very specific with a few of these strategies. They're going to give you some really good takeaways that you can apply. And I'm about to bring Cassandra in here, but before I do, I wanted to tell you about something really cool. So our agency is very busy at Black Friday. Like last year, our Black Friday is like the Olympics for us. We're training really hard. We're training with our clients. We're testing new experiments. We have only a certain bandwidth to take on a lot of new clients. So that's not our goal. Our goal is not to acquire a bunch of customers in Black Friday, but our goal is to help our merchant community as much as possible. So this year, we have been working really hard, and we're launching 3 awesome courses that we can help as many merchants as possible have their biggest holiday season of all time. And we're really, really, really excited. This is the first time that we've announced it. We've just launched the website like a week ago. All of us have been working hard on putting this together. And the way it works is like we have 3 programs. On the far right here, you'll see this implementer. This implementer one is phenomenal. Basically, it's 6 2-hour live training sessions where we're going to give you templates, worksheets for your full automated email series, campaign offers, Facebook ads, Google Shopping ads, show you how to build high converting landing pages. And we have 6 sessions. There's like 4 in September, there's 2 in October. And then in addition to that, this is the key with the implementer, is you're going to meet with us every single week for group coaching calls. And we're going to put our most advanced team members, Dan and Simon, there to coach you. And you can ask them about technical implementation questions. You can ask them about any troubles you're having with implementation, and they're going to guide you through it. And the whole goal, like our whole mission, is to help you have your biggest Black Friday, Cyber Monday of all time with this. And the cost of this, you can see it's like $475 a month for 4 months. You're going to need some ad spend in addition. Always keep that in mind. If that's like a big hefty commitment, we have more programs. We kind of want to like build something for our merchant community, give back and help as many people as we can. The builder one here in the middle, this one's going to be 2 2-hour live training sessions. There's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 in September. So 4 live training sessions where we're going to show you the exact same things: offer strategies, landing page, email, advertising. And then we have 2 follow-up group coaching, one middle of October, one middle of November. Make sure you're on track. We want to go through the weeds with you. We want you to go and apply these email and offer strategies and advertising strategies. And we want to look at the data, and we're going to tell you how to adapt it. And we want to make this a phenomenal campaign for you. And then the last one over here, it's like, we call this one the last minuter. This is like 30 days out from Black Friday. If you're like, what do? Do I just start advertising on Black Friday? No, we have a playbook for the 30 days before Black Friday that we'll walk you through. And we have there's two strategy sessions for 2 hours each. And then we have one group coaching date on November 10th. So we're going to look at everything that you implemented, make sure everything's in order, make sure you have the best holiday campaign of all time. We're really excited to announce that. We hope to work with many of you on this. Ivana is going to share the link to these courses at some point here. And I won't go through all these, but like the key ingredients to these, I kind of touched on them already. We're doing live training sessions. So we're going to show you all the proven promotion and offer strategies that we've implemented over the years. We're going to give you access to email campaign workflows, high converting land page templates, top performing advertising playbooks. The group coaching is like the real value add here. You're going to meet with like the two of our top people at our agency that are just going to like be there to commit to you and make sure that this is a really successful year. You have any implementation questions we can answer, and we're going to stay on track and hold you accountable. Honestly, this is, to us, our biggest measure of success. This is the Olympics. If you want to be on our Olympic training team, we need you winning golds. So we will hold you accountable, and we are going to overly commit to making that happen. And then the third thing, resources. But any one of these programs, if you want to join, you'll have access to a private Facebook group that's just for the BFCM group, and you can learn from each other. This part's really invaluable. We're getting a lot of good feedback from that strategy. And of course, we're going to provide you with lots of worksheets and templates, and everything will be recorded. So if you miss a session, we can always send it off to you. Your instructions for that program, this is my last slide. I'm going to pass it over to Cassandra. It's us. I'm going to be there teaching. Dan and Simon, who you're going to hear from, are going to be teaching. And Ivana, who you're also going to be hearing from, are going to be teaching. So the four of us are going to be there, committed to making it work. We hope to see you there. And the last thing, Ivana's going to share a little link. This is a free resource. If you don't want to take one of those programs, we welcome you to join our Merchant Mastery General Facebook group. And this is a free resource. There's like 800 people in there. Anytime you have a question, we will eventually get to it. So this is like, we have people from Shopify in there, Privy and Recart and Recharge and like all these apps and so many merchants from all over the world. It's becoming a really good resource, a free resource where you can go in there, ask questions, and we'll get you some help.